Manas Jaiswal and Sameet Chavan with us on the show to assess technicals. Manas, let's start off with you. 79.32, was this anticipated, or do you think that this cut isn't justified?
We had a target of 78.90, which is 50% retracement level of entire rally from 6,800 to 8,900. But the bigger question is, it will sustain over there, or we may see more correction in Nifty. But definitely, if 50 breaks 78.75, you can expect almost 200 point crack from there. So you can expect the target of around 7,700 if Nifty breaks 78.75. So one should keep a close watch over there, but definitely the market, the mood is very bearish, and especially in Bank Nifty, you can expect almost 500 to 600 points crack from current levels. So you should be very much cautious, and if you want to take a long call, then definitely you should stick stop losses.
Okay, your top ideas then?
I have a sell call on Tata Motors because most of the auto stocks are looking weak. Few days back, Tata Motors broke its 200-day moving average. It was trading in a range, but today it broke the support of 460. So now we may see further fall in Tata Motors. It can test 440. So one can go short with the stop loss of 460. Second call is a sell call on the IDFC Bank, where stock broke its 50-day moving average with higher volume. So now we may see a sharp fall. I think the stock can test its 100-day moving average, which is placed near to 65. So on a bounce back near to 69, one can take a short call with a stop loss of 71.
Sameet, what is your take on how the index should be traded right now? And given the kind of fall that one has seen in the market from the start of the day, would it be prudent to open a fresh short here?
Very good afternoon to both of you. To be honest, we were not expecting this correction to go below 8,000, which has been acting as a very strong support. Although it has happened, Nifty is now trading around 7935 and is now very close to Brexit Day lows, which is placed around 7926. Looking at the overall daily chart structure, the momentum is clearly on the downside. But from current level, we are not too bearish on the market. In fact, we expect 7900, 7850 to act as a very strong support. If we look at the placement of daily momentum oscillators, they are extremely oversold. In that case, we might slip further, but we won't go short at current level. Probably we'll wait for a reversal to happen. Once we get any reversal pattern on daily chart, probably that would be a buying opportunity for near-term as well as medium-term traders. In that case, we could see at least 250, 300 points bounce from current level. On the higher side now, 8100, 8150 seems to be an immediate resistance.
Okay, let's get in your top recommendations going.
We have a first buy call on Oil India. This stock is clearly bucking the trend since last 2 days. Today also it is trading around its 52-week high. Thus we would buy this stock for a target of 436. Stop loss would be around 414. Other buy would be on Engineers India. Though this stock is under pressure today, but if we look at the overall daily chart structure, the chart certainly looks promising, and from current level also we expect the stock to move at least 5 to 6% higher. Our immediate target would be around 292 and stop loss would be around 264.
In the meantime, some news coming in from RBI as well. There will be some rules for asset recognition for small loans, and remember, this is just an attempt to try and minimize the impact on some of the small businesses and in particular the SME sector because of currency demonetization and the hit that it could take. So some more details coming in. I'm just going to refresh the screen and read it out for you. While they've eased some rules for asset recognition for small loans, 5.12 lakh crores deposited in banks during November 10 to 18. That of course is a fact figure that we flashed for you earlier. And I think out of this only 33,000 crore rupees have been exchanged. That is the bigger takeaway. So seems like, you know, the purpose of the government, which was indeed the clampdown on black money, that is getting resolved now. But more importantly, news now coming in from the Reserve Bank is that they've eased some rules for asset recognition for smaller loans. I think we should get Poonam in as well and try and highlight what exactly does the government intend to do. This of course is to minimize the hit on the SME sector. with regards to the currency demonetization. But very quickly, let's take in some viewer queries as well. And Raja has written us an email. He's bought 155 shares of SBI at the price level of 289. His time horizon is fortunately long term, so not much of a concern, but he wants to know what he should do. Manas, what's your recommendation on SBI and what the gentleman should do on this one now?
Definitely SBI is looking weak. We may see further correction. It can touch 250, 252. But if you're talking about long term, I think you can definitely hold the stock because the long term charts are still looking very strong. And you can expect almost 320, 325 price target in next, say, around 8 to 10 months time. Definitely, if you're long, for long term, you can hold it. Keep the stop loss below its 200-day moving average, which is placed near to 230.
Okay, those are some levels that in fact Manas is pointing out. Next up, Govindappa has sent an email query. This one's on BHEL. 250 shares purchased at 158. He wants to know, should he hold on or sell? He's not really specified his time horizon. Samit, what would you advise on heavyweight BHEL?
See, clearly the stock has been in a consolidation mode since last 2 to 3 months. We can see a range of 145, 142 on the higher side has been acting as a resistance, and lower side 125, 120 seems to be a very strong support. If he is a short-term trader, then probably he can exit and cover it back at lower levels. And if he has a medium to long-term perspective, then probably 150 seems to be a very strong base for the stock. So he can place his stop loss around 150 if he has a medium to long-term perspective, and he can hold on.
Another email then, Govindappa has bought BHEL shares, 250 of those at the price level of 158, wants to know what he should do. Samit, what's your recommendation?
Is it for BHEL?
Corrected, Samit. Bharti Airtel is the question. The time horizon is 6 months and the acquisition cost is 355.
Clearly it has been an underperforming stock since last 5 to 6 months. However, it is trading around its very strong support. It can be called as a multi-year support level, which is around 285, 290. As of now, it is trading around its support level, though. Then I would ask him to probably hold on to it by keeping a strict stop loss tag below 280, which is a strong support. And on the higher side now, 315, 320 seems to be a very strong resistance. So once the stock surpasses 320, we could see higher levels. As of now, clearly this stock is consolidating in a broad range.
Okay, thanks very much for giving us the advice and all of those details, but I'm just going to elaborate because RBI has some more details. We just flagged off how they've eased some of the rules for the asset recognition of small loans. Some more details filtering in that they've relaxed some asset classification norms as well due to demonetization, and banks have now an additional 60 days to classify some accounts as substandard. So as we flagged off, some more measures being taken in order to assuage the impact of demonetization to perhaps help different sectors, and the RBI is granting another 60